please direct your attention to your listening device for the show that believes there is no such thing as useless sports knowledge. This is the Menschwarmers Trivia Podcast.
Hello, listeners. This is the Menschwarmers Trivia Podcast, sports trivia for those of us who rode the pine. Welcome to episode 365, which is the number of career wins by 19th century pitcher Pud Galvin, and is not the number of days in the Jewish year. That could be as few as 353 and as many as 385, but it is the number of negative thou shalt not commandments in the Torah. You'll see why I went that way in a moment. I'm your host, Snyder, and today's very special episode will be pitting the Benchwarmer team of David Lux and Josh Bohmbach versus the Menschwarmer team of Gabe Pulver and Jamie Hirsh from our long-lost cousin podcast, the Menschwarmers. By all rights and their own claims, the web's most popular Jewish sports podcast. Gabe, Jamie, tell our audience a little about yourselves and your podcast. And
thank you. First, I'd like to say it's the thrill of a lifetime, or at least of a weekend, to be here. I thank you so much for the invite. We are, as you said, the world's largest Jewish sports podcast. We do go by the Jewish calendar year on our podcast, which is difficult because, as Jamie likes to say, we're still writing 5783 on all of our checks. We have a bi-weekly podcast. We talk about everything going on with Jews and sports and, you know, the intersection of the two. Our most recent episode on the World Cup covered in I would say unusual depth the Zionist accusations being thrown at Lionel Messi over the last couple of weeks. So you can come to our show for sort of hard-hitting journalism like that. We recently exposed, I don't know if exposed is the right word, but uncovered the Jewish heritage of Chet Holmgren, NBA All-Star and runner-up Defensive Player of the Year. So if you enjoy stories and fun like that, we're the place for that. And you're Jewish.
Yeah. If you've ever been watching sports and turned to your friend and said, "Hey, is that guy Jewish?" Listen to our podcast. I would say that is the vibe of it most of the time. You know, just talking about who's Jewish, who's not, and all the Jewish angles in the world of sports. And, you know, sports adjacent things. I don't know what the least sportsy thing we've done is, but, you know, we'll take chess, we'll take poker, we'll take darts, whatever you got.
We have a good number of like Philip Roth references that we go through from time to time on the show. There's debates on phrenology, all sorts of exciting topics when it comes to Jews and sports. It's generally understood that the two groups of people who argue about who's Jewish in society are Jewish people and anti-Semites. And we fall on the Jewish people side of that spectrum.
Yeah, we're catering to the former, but if we're going to get listens from the latter, you know, we'll take what we can get. It's a pretty niche topic. We understand, but excited to be here and play some trivia.
awesome. And Jamie, I hear you've been on Jeopardy.
Yeah, I am a 3-time Jeopardy champion this year. So
wow,
awesome. My claim to fame and 15 seconds of fame. Now in the past, but you know, really that was a lot of fun. So always happy to play trivia. Gabe and I have been doing trivia together since long before we had a podcast, and you know, COVID sort of put that to bed. But nice to flex that muscle again.
The Jeopardy was this year. It was in 5786.
Yes, it was. I'm trying to think if I could figure out the month. It aired this past February.
Adar 2, maybe.
Yeah. It was in one of the Adars.
That's next year. 7 out of every 19. But anyway,
that's right. 7 out of 19.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we're already getting deep in the weeds here. Over to our Benchwarmer team, Lux. Was macht du? How you doing?
I am good. I've been waiting for this episode with this theme for a very long time. And all the other Benchwarmers have been not waiting for this for a very long time. So I'm happy to be teamed with Josh Bohmbach, who I never ever get to team with. But we decided in Benchwarmer form that we would pick a team name, and I was trying to come up with something that would be, you know, Jewish athlete related and maybe American related. So we're going today with Koufax's Day Off.
Is that necessarily a Yom Kippur reference? Sorry to jump in here, but
well, by the time the way we edit, this will drop around Yom Kippur. So.
Between Tisha B'Av and Yom Kippur, one of the two.
That's right.
Bohmbach, Shalom Aleichem. I hear you're an honorary member of the tribe for the day. Welcome and Mazel Tov. Anything you want to share about what's going on in your life?
I have no air conditioning, which sucks.
Oof.
It's been 2 weeks. Thus, this wonderful audio medium, you guys have to see my shoulders because I'm wearing a tank top because it is warm in my house. But other than that, I had a Jewish girlfriend in college. I don't know how much that.
I mean, that's all. Did you marry her?
No, I didn't marry her.
Well, then maybe not.
We dated for over a year. I mean,
Gabe is already engaging in the debate as to whether Josh is Jewish. You hear how this is going. So
it's my understanding. I mean, that was a twist to find out that Josh Bombach isn't Jewish. We have a segment on our podcast for people like you. We call them specifically Mike Jacobs All-Stars. The Mike Jacobs All-Star team, because famously when he played for the Miami Marlins, the Marlins honored Mike Jacobs on Jewish Heritage Night without ever bothering to ask if he is Jewish.
And he is not.
He is not.
Yeah.
So people whose names that some would mistake for a Jewish athlete, Lance Berkman, Josh Bombach,
David Eckstein, maybe David Eckstein.
Robbie Grossman is the Hall of Famer. He's a Mike Jacobs Hall of Famer. But
there's a Canadian guy. There's a Canadian guy who won the hammer toss in the last Olympics named Ethan Katzberg, who I think we got more emails about than anyone in our show's history.
And I just saw him compete live a week ago.
Oh, well, there you go. And he's not Jewish.
No, he is. He's too giant.
And his dad is named Bernie Katzberg to make it even wilder.
Which is unbelievable. Yes.
Lux goes to hammer tosses often. All right. Well,
when I'm home in Oregon, I go to a lot of track meets. So
sure.
So, Josh, before we get going, I did want to point out that it's nice to know that there's another Minnesotan Jew who was identified. He said Chet Holmgren, who is a proud Minnesotan. So
that's right.
We'll take him.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, let's kick it over to Dan for the rules.
The game will consist of 4 quarters of play, each with a different trivia style. The styles of quarters 1 through 3 will change from show to show, and I will explain them to you as we go along. Like any good sporting event, we will have a halftime show after the second quarter with entertainment questions. And in the fourth quarter, our teams will wager from their points accumulated to see who are today's clipboard captains, to be honored like the true benchwarmers they are. All right, let's get this game underway.
Now that we've heard the rules, thanks, Dan. Today's first quarter will be pre and post game.
Pre and post game. For this quarter, there will be 4 before and after style questions. For example, if I asked, what all-time leader in receptions for the Indianapolis Colts was a Notre Dame safety drafted by the Minnesota Vikings, the answer would be Marvin Harrison Smith. Each question is worth 25 points.
For today's pre and post game, every athlete mentioned is a Red Sea pedestrian. That is that they are Jewish.
Never heard that one before.
That's very good.
Yeah, never. That's very good.
Righty. Question number 1. Former UCLA Bruin and 2-time NBA champ with the Lakers and 2-time Israeli Cup winner with Maccabi Tel Aviv and 2-time Grey Cup winner and Pro Football Hall of Fame coach with the most playoff victories and Super Bowl appearances to never win a Super Bowl.
We can check in.
Oh, Lord. All right. Well, Koufax's day off is checked in. Menschwarmers, feel free to talk it out.
Okay. We're going to go with Jordan Farmarv Levy.
All right. Over to Koufax's day off.
We had the same.
Yes, everybody's getting points. Jordan Farmar played with Maccabi Tel Aviv during the 2011 lockout and again after his NBA career ended. And happy belated birthday to Marv Levy, who will have turned 101 the day before this episode drops. He is the oldest living member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Wait, I just learned that Marv Levy was still alive. I think I didn't realize that.
We did celebrate his 100th birthday last year.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah,
that's great.
Very cool. Canadian heart of him I'm just impressed when anyone lives that long. I think it's like the coolest thing ever. Live past 100.
Totally great.
Yeah. Mel Brooks is still funny.
Yeah.
And he's 100.
All right. Question number 2. 8-time Olympic medalist who became the first male swimmer in Olympic history to win 4 medals in the same event, the 4x100 meter freestyle relay from 2000 to 2012, and Athletic, who sported a 24-game hitting streak early in the 2026 season that ended abruptly on June 23rd when Matt Chapman inadvertently stepped on his hand as he was being tagged out, leaving him with 3 bloodied spike punctures.
We're good.
Yeah, we got it.
All right, Menschwarmers have checked in. Koufax's day off. Feel free to talk it out.
Uh-oh, it was a little bit too quick for me. Hold on. The second part is definitely, what is his name? Zach, not Geldof. Wait, no. Geloff. Zach Geloff. So the first
Bob
half.
Geldof's other unknown child.
That's right.
Which one was which?
The second half is Zach Geloff. So 8-time Olympic medalist who became the first.
I think it's Jason Lezak.
Ah, good call. Okay, we'll check in with Jason Lezak Geloff.
All right. Benchwarmers, what did you have?
We also had Jason Lezak Geloff. One, we talked a lot about that hidden streak in our last episode. Fun fact about me, there exists I don't know about secret, but a society, secret or a society that nobody's interested in, called the International Society of Olympic Historians, which is secret, not for lack of trying, that I am actually a member of and have been for almost 20 years. My first job in journalism in a previous life, I was a sports writer. I covered the Olympics pretty extensively, and I was invited to join this, I don't know, nerd cult called the International Society of Olympic Historians. And we have a quarterly journal and meetups at various Olympics or whatever.
Wow!
But it's a cool little fact on my resume.
Very cool.
It's a quarterly journal, not a quadrennial one.
I mean, I think they'd like to be quarterly, but it's pretty quadrennial in terms of the commitment we get out of everyone.
Well, you're both correct. Apparently, it's pronounced Lezak, at least according to Wikipedia. So it's Jason Lezak Geloff. He passed up on the 2009 World Aquatics Championships to compete in the Maccabi Games. And if you haven't seen the sequence where Zach Geloff got hurt, it really is unfortunate. He goes to tag Chapman with his gloved hand, gets him right in the groin as Chapman's spikes come down in his ungloved hand that's on the base. Chapman was immediately condemned by the ADL for attempting to give Geloff stigmata. All right. Anyway,
I don't think any announcers during the Olympics called him Lezak. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure they all called him Lezak.
Lezak, yeah.
Lezak, tomato. All right. These last two, it's a little bit of a stretch on pronunciation, but they might work better if you roll your R's. Okay, question number 3. 20-year-old defenseman who was the first Israeli citizen to play in the NHL, debuting for the Wild in 2025 and traded later that year for another Jewish defenseman, and the first Israeli citizen to play in the NBA, debuting in 2009 for the Sacramento Kings and enjoying a 10-year career, also playing for the Cavs, Rockets, Pelicans, Timberwolves, Warriors, and Grizzlies.
We can lock it in. There's a lot of debate on the pronunciation of this name.
Okay. Benchwarmers have immediately locked it in. Koufax's day off. Feel free to talk it out.
I think the Wild player or former Wild player is Zeev Buyum. Do you believe that's his name?
Don't know that name. I can tell you with fair confidence that the second half is Omri Caspi. So us rolling our races is going to coincide with Josh rolling his eyes, I think. So Buyum. Okay, if you say it like Stuart Scott might, Buyum re Caspi. Okay, we'll check that in if that was close enough.
All right, what do you have, Menschwarmers?
We had the same, yeah. Zeev or Zeev is we're not clear on it. We think it is Zeev. So
there's an apostrophe in it. It's Z-E apostrophe
Zeev
E-V.
makes sense. Yeah, sure.
But like with Lezak, it is being pronounced a certain way, and it's usually being pronounced Zeev. But we will honor his Israeli heritage and say Zeev Buyum Ri Caspi is the best we can do on the before and after there.
Yeah, you can't do much better. I sort of gave you a hard one there, but I believe that's true. And I was wondering whether it's Zeev or Zeev because both are pretty common Israeli names, actually.
Do you miss him, Josh? Do you think? I mean, Quinn Hughes is the best player in hockey, so that's good.
I hated to see him go, but getting Quinn Hughes, it made it real easy to be okay with it.
Trade your entire team for Quinn Hughes.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're big fans of his on this podcast. One funny thing about Zeev Buyum, this is for like the real inside baseball. A Rangers reporter who covers the New York hockey named Johnny Lazarus once wished happy Hanukkah to Zeev Buyum, and then Zeev Buyum immediately replied, "Oh, get this. There are 4 other Jewish guys on the team, and we didn't know about any of them." So thanks, Zev, for doing our homework for us.
Did he give you names or no?
Yeah, well, Kiefer Sherwood was the one we actually didn't know about.
Yeah, that was pretty surprising.
Given that he is a visibly East Asian man, which doesn't mean that that is not like a common thing, but it was still a twist.
Yeah, it's hard. We often do a lot of digging and obviously names is an easy place to start for someone being Jewish or not, but not definitive. There's been all kinds of Jewish athletes with not traditionally Jewish names. Maybe ironically or oddly enough, often the place where digging is obituary records of people's forebears to find out, who is Jewish or where were they buried and things like that.
Whether they were buried at, Paretta Shalom or not.
Speaking of buried, Booyam does have a tattoo on his left forearm commemorating the dates that he got 2 gold medals, but it's in Hebrew. It's one of these things people ask me as a Hillel director. Yes, that doesn't mean you can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery.
Wait, yes, that does, or yes, that doesn't?
No, it does not mean you absolutely. That does not disqualify you from being buried in a Jewish cemetery.
I'm seeing that. The headline I'm seeing is Hillel director says, "Go get tattoos. Tattoos good." That's what I'm reading.
As long as they commemorate NCAA titles in proper Hebrew with syntax, then I'm okay with that. But Omri Caspi was chosen to participate in the NBA All-Star Weekend's 3rd horse competition against Kevin Durant and Rajon Rondo, and he lost to KD.
That's a real signpost in the graveyard of failed NBA All-Star Weekend activities. Remember Two Ball? Two Ball was great.
Yeah. That came up recently.
Do they still do Shooting Stars, which was like an old timer, a WNBA
yeah, that was good.
And the All-Star? That was good too. Becky Hammond throwing alley-oops to Tim Duncan.
All-time best, Charles Barkley racing. I forget who
Dick
it was.
Vitale? Not Dick Vitale. Dick Bavetta.
Dick Bavetta, yeah. He raced him backwards. That was great.
All right, on to question number 4 in our round. And the former NFL safety who won 3 Super Bowls with the Patriots and simultaneously represented the U.S. at the 2016 Olympics on the Rugby Sevens team, and 2026 Olympic champion goalie for the U.S. team, nicknamed the Green Monster, who posted a 5-0 record, including a .39 goals against average and a .980 save percentage, setting a record with 3 shutouts.
We got it.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
Why am I giving them wheelhouse? This is really.
No, I know. I thought I shows you what I.
From now on, it's only Zoroastrian athletes for the rest of the game. Koufax, stay off. Feel free to talk it out.
Okay, let's work back to front here. So the Green Monster, Olympic champion goalie for the U.S. team. How come I can't remember who the goalie was? Oh, because it's the woman's goalie. It's Frankel. Her first name is Aaron, I think.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
Is that right?
Yes. Yep.
Because I'm pretty sure that now that I'm thinking about it, the Patriots guy is Nate Ebner. Does that work? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Roll your races. What did he say? Nate Abnerin Frankel. Josh Snyder, Josh Bohmbach is gonna hate you.
You're
rolling with it.
There is no hate on this episode.
Okay, well that's what we'll check in. Don't make me say it again.
Don't mess with the Bohmbach.
Yes.
Okay, over to you, Menschwarmers. What do you have?
We also have Nate Abnerin Frankel. But you don't often see AE in a Jewish name. It's like AERIN. Is how she spells it.
And I think, to be honest, if I'm remembering correctly, she does not identify as Jewish per se, but is definitely of Jewish stock or heritage. Which is to say, we're very ecumenical in terms of our who we consider Jewish. We're willing to meet people halfway, and if someone doesn't identify necessarily, like Denis Shapovalov is another good example where it's like Russian Jewish mother, born in Tel Aviv, but doesn't seem to identify, wears a cross. We sort of. We give the caveats when we talk about them. Happy to have them, but not going to force anyone into a minion.
We can also talk before you give us the answer whether it's right or not.
It's right. You're right. Both of you.
Okay.
Are right.
There were 2 Jewish goalies in that game, in the finals game against Canada. She didn't play, but not a lot of people know. Kaylee Osborne, who was one of the backups for Team Canada, is also Jewish, from small town Ontario. Wow. And there's a third. She wound up not making Team USA. She won the youth national championship. She played in Worlds before. But Abby Levy, who also plays for Boston, is not Jewish. Is Jewish. So the Boston Fleet last year had 2 Jewish goalies, wow. A fully Jewish goalie tandem. I don't know if you guys are Minnesota Frost fans, or in Minnesota. Josh, you're a Minnesota Frost fan.
Yes, I am.
But I'm a Scepter season ticket holder, so I got Toronto Scepters. I got quite into the PWHL over the last couple of years. And as much as I dislike Boston sports, I like that they have 2 Jewish goalies.
Makes sense. Yeah.
All right. The only thing I'll add about Erin Frankel is that she and Jack Hughes both threw out first pitches during the Yankees home opener against the Miami Marlins in a very Jewish multi-sport co-ed moment. And it was on the second day of Passover.
I would assume they had nothing but matzah and slivovitz at the game instead of any sort of treif whatsoever.
Absolutely.
You got to make sure you don't throw a rise ball. That's hard to throw one of those, though.
Ow, my sides.
All right. And with that, we'll move on to the second quarter. I couldn't do Yael Arad Karu. Apparently, he did not convert. After the first quarter, we have scores of 100 to 100. Both teams are perfect.
We wanted to let you know that we are on Patreon if you'd be interested in supporting us financially. Your contributions will be used to help us cover the costs that it takes to bring you the high-quality sports trivia you have come to expect from us. There's also some great perks that come with the Patreon membership to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, including bonus episodes and Benchwarmers swag. You can find us at patreon.com/benchwarmerstp. Thanks.
And that will bring us to the second quarter. Today's second quarter will be the missing link.
The missing link. This quarter will consist of 5 questions with theme-linked answers. The teams will attempt to answer the questions and guess the theme. Each question is worth 20 points. A correct guess to the theme before the 5th question will earn the first team 100 points. The other team can still earn 50 points with a correct theme guess. If neither team has identified the correct theme before the 5th question, both teams can still earn 50 points with a correct theme guess.
Unlike the last quarter, there are no Jewish athletes here. Had to even it up somehow. The theme, however... Anyway, no more clues.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Here we go. Question number 1. Former Brown and Viking who holds the NFL records for fumble recoveries with 29, as well as most consecutive starts for a defensive player with 270, and games played on defense with 282, though Calais Campbell is fast approaching that mark. Sadly, he has not made it into Canton. Perhaps he went the wrong way and ended up in Akron.
We can check in.
Koufax's day off has checked in. Menschwarmers, feel free to talk this one out.
I'm drawing a whole blank on the former.
So I have... So, like, it's defensive fumble recoveries, because you'd think the winner would be like a running back or a quarterback. Did you say defensive fumble recoveries or overall fumble recoveries?
You know what? You're right. I should reread the question.
It says most consecutive starts for a defensive player.
No, but the fumble recoveries, you're right, is defensive, because I believe offensive is like Warren Moon or something.
He ended up in Akron. That's significant in some way, or that's giving some sort of clue.
I don't know. I mean... Is he someone? Is he LeBron James's dad? Wait a minute. Hang on. Sorry. Did somebody ever get caught on camera taking the football the wrong way? Is that what he's referring to? Sorry, that's all I got. I think we don't know.
All right.
Yeah, I think drawing a blank here.
Throwing in the towel on this one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Put them out of their misery, Josh.
Yeah, it absolutely was a player who picked up a fumble and ran it the wrong way.
Yeah.
And it's sort of a misnomer to put Browns in there. While technically, yes, his first year he did play for the Browns, but that was, then he played for the Vikings after they became a team and played for them the rest, I think pretty much the rest of his career, or at least the rest of his NFL career. This is Jim Marshall. He's pretty well, that play is pretty well known. He ran, so it became a safety because he ran it.
Right. I've never seen the clip. Yeah.
I remember when it happened in Remember the Titans as well.
Yeah, that's right. Jim Marshall, who passed in 2025, was a Viking team captain 14 times, which remains a team record.
He should be a Hall of Famer.
He should be a Hall of Famer. On October 25th, 1964, his infamous wrong way 66-yard run after a fumble recovery resulted in a safety for the 49ers. When he approached Vikings head coach Norm Van Brocklin after the play, all Van Brocklin said was, "Well, Jim, you've done the most interesting thing in this game today." So after question number 1, our first answer in the missing link is Jim Marshall. Question number 2, this definitely is a little bit more of a homer question for our folks north of the border. Current Rocket, who set a record during the 2019 NBA Finals with 16 three-pointers made off the bench, surpassing the previous record of 15 by Robert Horry in 2005.
We're going to check in.
Menschwarmers have checked in. Koufax's day off. Feel free to talk it up.
So he's a current Rocket, but presumably 7 years ago was a Raptor. Is that the way I'm interpreting this?
Oh, is this Fred Van Fleet?
Is he on the Rockets now? I thought
Yep.
I thought he bounced at some point. I can't keep track in the NBA.
No, I think he's still there. Maybe. Now you have me second guessing.
Fred Van Vliet. I just don't like it for the missing link.
No,
I mean, what the hell's Van Vliet? That goes with nothing. I'm going to say it's Fred Van Vliet, Josh.
Yep. I
Okay.
got nothing better.
Yep. All right, let's do it. Check that in.
All right. What do you have, Menschwarmers?
We also have Fred Van Vliet, with some pretty internal debate that you could have zagged, and it was Kevin Durant.
But he wouldn't have come off the bench, so that wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah.
Fred was a bench player at the time, and received a Finals MVP vote. Kawhi was not the unanimous Finals MVP. Fred got 1 vote, which is very funny. Also, his Wikipedia mistakenly said he was Jewish for a period of time.
For a while
we got some questions about it.
People thought Fred Van Vliet was Jewish for a while.
For no good reason, really, I would say. As far as we can tell.
That would have broken the rules of this round, so I'm glad. I guess he's not.
Right.
Anyway, Frederick Van Vliet is your answer. That is correct. In Game 6 of the NBA Finals, Van Vliet scored a playoff career high 22 points with 5 3-pointers off the bench in a 114-110 series clinching victory, thus helping the Raptors win their first NBA championship in franchise history. Horry still holds the career record with 29 off the bench in the finals.
Do want to point out that night was one of the craziest nights of my life. The night the Raptors clinched. If you guys have ever seen the videos of downtown Toronto the night after they won, people were like partying on the top of buses. There were like drone videos going like all over, fireworks being shot off in the street, like strangers hugging. It was truly bananas. And I remember it fondly. I don't know if you guys followed that or know about the Raptors, but there's a huge sort of thing they call it Jurassic Park, where Raptors fans hang out outside the stadium and watch the games on a screen that is, it's a 200-foot TV on the side of the stadium. Like where the Raptors play, Scotiabank Arena was called the Air Canada Centre then. It's in the middle of downtown, like dead center of downtown. Anyway, there's like 5,000 people in this little square. And every single game, because they traded DeMar DeRozan for Kawhi Leonard in the offseason, every single game of the entire playoffs, a guy was there holding a sign for the cameras that said, DeMar died for this. They showed him on TV every day. And now Kawhi's back, maybe.
All right, so that is correct. After our first 2 questions in the missing link, the first 2 answers that we have are Jim Marshall and Frederick Van Vliet. Question number 3. This forward began his soccer career at the age of 7 for Newell's Old Boys in his hometown of Rosario. He holds many records, including most goals in a calendar year with 91, most career goals for one club with 672, and most recently, most goals in World Cup competition, 21 at time of recording. According to such reliable sources as the Menschwarmers podcast, we may as well consider him Jewish, despite the prominent crucifix tattoo on his arm.
We're good.
Yeah, we know who it is.
Okay, well, the Menschwarmers have obviously checked in. Koufax, stay off. Feel free to talk this one out.
Lionel Messi, right?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah. All right, we'll check in Messi.
Yep. Menschwarmers.
Yeah.
Yep. Answer is Leo Messi. A big part of why Messi left Argentina for Barcelona was he had a growth hormone deficiency, and no Argentinian club would cover his treatment. So, after the first 3 in the missing link, we have Jim Marshall, Frederick Van Vliet, and Leo Messi. All right, question number 4. NHL player for whom the Community Hero Award is named, awarded to an individual who, through the game of hockey, has positively impacted his or her community, culture, or society. Though his NHL career was brief, only 45 games, and had a career total of only 10 points, he was enshrined in the Hockey Hall of Fame and continues to make an impact now at the age of 90.
We're going to lock it in.
All right. Koufax's day off, though. You guys get to talk it out, though.
We're pretty sure we have the name. Willie O'Ree. So we'll check that in.
Okay. Menschwarmers, what did you get?
That is also who we have, the first black NHL player.
Correct.
Willie O'Ree.
That's why I know the name. Yep.
Both teams are correct. Yep. In the minor leagues, O'Ree won 2 scoring titles in the Western Hockey League between 1961 and 74, scoring 30 or more goals 4 times. He continued to play in the minors until the age of 43.
He is allegedly a wonderful guy and a great ambassador and well beloved. Unfortunately, his nickname in Canada is Jackie Robinson, which sort of demeans the both of them.
Yeah.
It's a bummer, but I think the league is doing its effort to make that not the case.
All right. So after 4 questions in the missing link, we have the following answers: Jim Marshall, Frederick Van Vliet, Leo Messi, and Willie O'Ree. Okay, question number 5 in the missing link. What is the name of the AA affiliate of the Texas Rangers? Based in a suburb of Dallas that sounds like a city by the bay, they share a name with the CFL team Jim Marshall played for, as well as a former CFL team and an outfit associated with a certain U.S. president during the Spanish-American War.
I'm checking in.
Menschwarmers have checked in. Koufax's day off. Feel free to talk this one up.
It's the Frisco Rough Riders.
Frisco Rough Riders. Yep.
Yes. Okay. We'll check that in. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for jogging my memory.
Okay. Menschwarmers, what do you have?
We had the Frisco, Saskatchewan, Ottawa Rough Riders. It's an amazing thing about the CFL is that for a while they had 8 teams and 2 of them had the same name. I've been to a Saskatchewan Rough Riders game. It was brain meltingly hot, and the lineups for frozen margaritas took a full quarter of football. But at halftime they had wiener dog races, so that made it pretty fun. And it's truly Regina, the town it's in. I don't know if you if you have been to prairie countries, but if you're in the upper level of the football stadium, you could see forever in all 4 directions, and there's no shade, and it was about 150 degrees.
Yes, it's the Frisco Rough Riders. Prior to their arrival in Frisco, the team was the Shreveport Swamp Dragons, who were affiliated with the San Francisco Giants. So at least they kept a little Frisco for themselves. All righty then. Our answers in the missing link so far are Jim Marshall, Frederick Van Vliet, Leo Messi, Willie O'Ree, and the Frisco Rough Riders.
Wait, I forget what happens when we get to the end and nobody's got it yet. Do we check in and then they can talk about it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're fine with that.
Okay. We will check in.
All right.
I literally forgot how that works. So we never get to this point. Yes.
Koufax's day off have checked in what they believe the theme is. So, Menschwarmers, feel free to talk out what you think this theme might be.
Okay, Jamie, this just occurred to me.
Okay.
This is really out there. Are they all papal names?
Don't think so.
Because Pope Francis, that's Frisco. We got Pope Leo. There's probably a Pope named William from way back in the day. Definitely a Pope Frederick.
I'm just going to remind you guys, because you're your first time guest here, that I did say at the beginning that the theme might be a little Jewish. So popes, maybe not. Maybe a different direction. Remember also that the last answer should be a bit of a giveaway.
Right. Frisco. San Francisco, the Frisco Kid.
Good Time Slim and the Great Frisco Freakout.
What?
Rough Riders, that was part of it as well.
That's
Frisco
a deep
Rough
one.
Riders.
That's a deep cut. That's a Troy McClure movie, by the way, if we're going deep into Simpsons references. I think it's a Good Time Slim, Uncle Doobie, and the Great Frisco Freakout.
We have an episode title. All right.
Yeah, we do. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
David, you want to tell them what they might be missing out on?
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad, but this is actually, they're all Gene Wilder, or if you prefer, Jerome Silberman characters. So
Wow.
you said Frisco
We did get a
Kid.
Frisco Kid.
Just before that
Yeah.
was Willy Wonka. Just before that was Frederick von Frankenstein. Wait, I forgot already what was on the list.
Leo.
Oh, Leo from the producers, and
Yeah.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but it's probably Jim from Blazing Saddles.
Yep, Jim, the Waco Kid from Blazing Saddles is correct.
I don't know if I would have gotten that, but that's
Well, we
pretty
did get the
wild.
Frisco Kid part, but I guess that part was supposed to be giving it away. Yeah. So
That's right.
I was going to use Angels phenom turned flameout Bo Belinsky, who also Avram Belinsky, who is the Frisco Kid, has that
Right.
same name. But apparently, also he's a Mike Jacobs All-Star. He's had a Jewish family, but became a born-again
Wow.
Christian.
I mean, like
Okay.
that's the same as Paul Goldschmidt.
Uh,
Seriously, his grandparents are Holocaust survivors, and
And
converted.
this would have been a real
Wow.
mislead, but in Silver Streak, 1982, Wilder's character
I
was
was
named
gonna guess
Michael Jordan with an
Oh,
O in his last name.
That would have been
Oh,
that would have been the ultimate sort of banana in the tailpipe. I think
Yeah,
that would
that
have
would have
been
been a huge
the
banana.
one? What's the one where they're in prison? Stir Crazy.
stir
That's
crazy.
the one I'm
Yeah.
thinking of. Yeah.
Oh, they're going to say, see no evil, hear no evil. But
That's another
yeah.
one. Yeah, that's good stuff. And that
All
was
right.
Sidney Poitier directed Stir Crazy. If you want to get like nice and weird, that's a real. What's his name in Skip? It's Skip something. So any sort of Skip is a baseball term. There could have been any Skip in there.
Would you
there's
have gotten it then?
No, absolutely not.
He
Well,
was Skip Donahue, I think, in Stir Crazy, something like that.
Yeah,
Something
Oh,
very generic
great
sounding.
movie.
Yeah,
Great
but
movie.
anyway,
And-
yeah.
But
I
yes,
gotta
know
go
the
back and watch
Sidney
Stir Crazy.
Poitier thing. Stood up against racism by directing Stir Crazy.
All right. Well, after the second quarter, we have finally a little bit of separation. Koufax's day off with 250. The Menschwarmers appropriately with 180 right behind them. But fear not, there's plenty of game left. That will take us to halftime.
It is now time for the halftime show. There will be 3 entertainment questions, with each question worth 25 points.
So one thing you may not know about Gene Wilder, but David Lux just told you, is that Gene Wilder is not his birth name. He was born Jerome Silberman in 1933 in Milwaukee. So since in halftime, we can put the sports down for a bissel and talk show business. As the duly ordained Reb Adam Sandler tells us in Masechet Chanukah, so many Jews are in showbiz, but not all of them kept the names that would have marked them as indelibly Jewish. They had reasons, good ones. For every Noah Kahan and Sarah Silverman, there's a Gene Simmons, a.k.a. Chaim Witz, or Lenny Bruce, a.k.a. Leonard Schneider. No relation. I'm merely going to give you a Jewish celebrity, and all you have to do is tell me their birth name. This is the chance for the Menschwarmers to get back in.
Hang on, just a
Jamie
second.
and I play together a lot.
Yeah.
Josh, check in.
All right. You know, read the question.
It just doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. He's got it. All right, fine, whatever. Question number 1 in our what was their Jewish name? Halftime. Natalie Portman.
Got it.
Check in.
Yeah, we can check in.
Are we gonna 1, 2, 3, 2, 1 these? Like, why not?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna count down, and you both say it at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
Netta
Natalie
Hirschlag.
Yep. Natalie Hirschlag is her birth name. Born in Jerusalem. Natalie Portman. Okay.
She went to just so you know, she went to Schechter with my wife's cousin. So there you go. So
I think I don't know. I think she might be Jewish.
Yeah,
No,
right.
no extra points for Jewish geography, Lux. No.
Yeah,
extra points.
sorry. You're all right. All right, Dave.
Now that's a podcast, which
Yeah.
is here's a Jewish person. Find a way that you know them.
Yes,
there is-
absolutely.
There
That
actually
exists,
is such a podcast. There actually is one. I'm trying to remember what it's called now.
Is it
called
called
Jewish
Deja
Geography?
Jew? Because I've always wanted to have
No,
one.
it's
Oh, okay.
it's like
Damn
Jewish Geography, the podcast. I'm trying to remember the name of the guy who does it. I'll
Okay.
say it by the end.
Okay.
All right.
And
Question.
how you know him. You
And
also
how
have
I
to
know.
say how you
I know people who know him, of course. I know.
Right.
All right. Question number 2. Kirk Douglas.
We'll check in. Sorry. We'll check in.
All right. Kovacs's day off. I've checked in. Menschwarmers.
Sorry, we're gonna say it's Yisser Danielovich.
Okay. What did you have, David? Or I should say, Kovacs's day off.
Danilovich, I thought his name was Izzy. So technically I checked in with Izzy, but maybe that was a nickname at some point.
I'm going to give it to both of you a little bit widely. I've seen Isser or Yisser
Yeah.
Danielovich, which for which Izzy could be a short name. But it's asur for me not to give you both points. That's what I'll do. Question number 3 in halftime, final one of halftime. Albert Brooks.
I know it. Lock it in, baby. Lock it in.
Menschwarmers have checked it in. Koufax's day off. Feel free to talk this one out.
Great one.
I think I actually know this one.
Yeah? Tell me.
He's Albert Einstein.
He is Albert Einstein.
He is Albert
That's
Einstein.
correct.
He's Albert Einstein.
He is Albert Einstein. That's right. Who knew that Nemo's father was actually had the theory of relativity? It all makes sense. It all comes together now. Yes, Albert Einstein. We'll check it in.
Einstein.
We think it's Albert Brooks, Josh.
Oh, okay.
Albert Einstein. We think it's Albert Einstein.
Yeah, by the age of 19, he changed his professional name to Albert Brooks, joking that the real Albert Einstein changed his name to sound more intelligent.
There was a cascade effect on the previous answer because Michael Douglas, of course, Kirk Douglas' son, is the given name of Michael Keaton, and he had to change his name.
That's right.
When he got his SAG card.
There's some sort of chain that goes all the way down. There's
Diane
a Michael Keaton.
He picked it because he had a crush on Diane Keaton.
No, it was Buster Keaton was the story. He wanted to name himself after Buster Keaton.
Maybe it was Alex P. Keaton. No?
Yeah.
Do you guys know what Tony Curtis's real name is?
Oh, I did this one.
It's a classic. It's a classic. It's a great one.
It's something Schwartz, I think, because
Bernie Schwartz.
It's Bernie Schwartz.
Schwartz.
Yeah.
Schwartz,
right.
Yeah.
That's a way cooler name than Tony Curtis.
But she could have been Jamie Lee Schwartz. So imagine that.
After halftime, we have scores of 325 for Koufax's day off and 255 for the Menschwarmers. That will bring us to the third quarter. Today's third quarter will be Lucky Sevens.
Lucky 7. For this quarter, there will be 3 lists containing 7 items. The team that is trailing coming into the quarter will choose the first list and attempt to identify the items on that list one at a time. If the team has an incorrect guess, the other team can attempt to finish out that list. The other team will select the second list, and whichever team is trailing after the first 2 lists will get the third list. Each item is worth 10 points.
Lucky Shivas, Lucky Shabbats. For today's Lucky Sevens, I have 3 lists that might seem simple on the surface, but rather quickly, not so easy. This is by far the most challenging quarter today. I suspect we may land on a who or a me or a veras dos. If we can say it in a different language, Bohmbach, you don't try. He charges us, by the way, if we say who when you don't know who it is. Our 3 lists are the Jewish players with the most career RBIs in Major League Baseball. And after the upcoming ceremonies on August 14th, the 7 most recent Jewish people to be enshrined as individuals in the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in all categories.
Wow. Oh,
I'll tell you that this includes 1 men's player, 1 women's player, and 5 contributors, including three owners, 1 executive, and 1, I should say, scout and talent developer. And the third category is, I had to do it at some point. David, you've been preparing for this day. Jewish quarterbacks with the most career NFL passing yards. So you guys feel free to talk it out and figure out which of these 3 lists you would like to try first.
I think we were probably most confident about the RBI one. Jamie, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I think so.
Okay. All right. Menschwarmers have chosen the Jewish players with the most career RBIs in Major League Baseball. I'm going to start a clock here. You got about 5 minutes to come up with your list.
We're gonna check in.
All right. Menschwarmers have checked in with the Jewish players with the most career RBIs in Major League Baseball. Feel free to start whenever you're ready.
We're gonna start with Hank Greenberg.
Hank Greenberg, number 1 on the list with 1276 RBIs.
Pretty good. Second, we are going to go with Sean Green, Dodgers and Blue Jays great.
Sean Green with 1070 RBIs is number 3 on the list.
Okay, so then number 3, our third is Ryan Braun.
Ryan Braun with 1,154 somewhat aided RBIs.
All right.
Prove that in a court of law. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. They actually did. I mean, they sort of did as far as baseball goes. Okay.
Number 2.
So
we got the top 3. We got the top 3.
Yeah, we got the top 3. Our
Nice.
fourth one, I'm going to throw in Team Israel legend Ian Kinsler.
Team Israel legend Ian Kinsler absolutely is number 4 on list with 909 RBIs.
All right. I'm not as confident in 5, 6, and 7, I would say.
I think we might move 6 down because of the war.
Yeah, okay. So why don't we
6
do
down to 7? So why don't we do
fine.
Yeah. So
okay.
we are going
The Greek god of walks, Kevin Youkilis.
Kevin Youkilis is number 8 on this list with 618 RBIs. I'm so sorry, guys. So sorry.
It's okay. It happens.
So
8 is close.
Yeah.
Very close. Too close sometimes. Yeah. Over to Koufax's day off. You have a chance to finish this list out. The top 4 are off the list. 5, 6, and 7 are still here.
All right, Josh, I will tell you that Euclid was in my 7, but I've got 2 other names. I got 2 other names that I can throw out there.
I have one name left from my list that I wrote down.
Yeah, who's that?
Wasn't Al Rosen?
Yes, Al Rosen should be on the list, but I think higher than that or more confident than that, I would say, is Alex Bregman.
Okay.
So, we'll check in Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman, as of today's recording, 762 RBIs, number 6 on this list.
So then after that, I would let's go Al Rosen. Checking in.
Al Rosen, number 7 on this list with 717 career RBIs.
Rosen was the one I wasn't sure about because of the war.
Because of the war, sure.
Yeah.
The other names that I would throw around would be somebody like Brad Ausmus. Mike Lieberthal might be on the list. I don't know where Jock Peterson is these days. And my fear is that it's going to be somebody obscure anyway. So I don't know. We shouldn't work too hard. And by obscure, I mean somebody that I saw play when I was a kid and none of you were alive. Josh, unless you have a strong opinion, I'm going to guess.
I have no actual opinion.
Okay. All right. We'll check in Mike Lieberthal.
Yeah, it's exactly as you said. Mike Lieberthal is number 9 on the list with 610 RBIs, right behind Kevin Youkilis. So just for funsies, Menschwarmers, do you have a guess at this one?
Yeah. So I have 2 guesses. Are we allowed to have 2 guesses?
For fun, and you're not getting any points. You can take as many guesses as you want.
Right. Okay. So my 2 remaining guesses, I thought about Lieberthal, but I was going to say either for like more recently, Jock Peterson, but previously is Sid Gordon on the list?
Oh, he might be.
Sid Gordon is number 5 on this list with 805 career RBIs. It's definitely.
We forget about Sid Gordon.
Yeah, he
Mo
retired.
Berg I was also thinking of, but he had
Mo Berg was a pretty bad player.
He was not great.
Yeah,
he was a good spy for a little bit at least. Jock Peterson, I think, is 606 as of today, just 1 behind Brad Ausmus. With 607, right behind Lieberthal. And the only other person I have on this list, of course, is y'all's favorite Kevin Pillar.
Yes. So where's Pillar?
469. He's right behind Peterson, I think, on the list.
Okay.
There we go.
You wonder if guys like Sid Gordon played most of his career for the what was then the New York Giants and for the Boston Braves, I think. And it's like I always wonder if guys like that who it's like, well, they don't play like that city doesn't have that team anymore. Like they don't honor that legacy in the same way. So it's like we don't hear about the old New York Giants players in the same way.
My grandfather, who was from New York, loved Sid Gordon. Like talked about Sid Gordon.
Over to Koufax's day off. Pick your list.
It's a good category. I'm into this.
Josh, I'll let you decide. I have equal confidence, in about 4 or 5 answers on on both lists. And
that first one, by the way, was probably the easiest.
Nice.
I think we should go for the quarterbacks. I don't know. I think I have 5 quarterbacks.
Okay.
Jamie, I like that. I'm better with the basketball.
All right, just for that we're switching. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We wouldn't do that. That'd be a
all right. Well, Koufax's day off has chosen the most career NFL passing yards by a Jewish quarterback. Feel free to take a few minutes to come up with your list.
I'm talking about the list of Jewish quarterbacks. Maybe isn't a really long.
Oh yeah, it is definitely not.
It's Jewish quarterback is like the start of a comedy routine.
Yeah.
This might be the most airplane pamphlet worthy.
Yeah. All right. We'll check in. We're not going to get to 7, but we'll check in. I got one more name.
Koufax's day off have checked in with the 7 quarterbacks who have the most career NFL passing yards by a Jewish quarterback. Go ahead.
All right. So we'll start with Sid Luckman.
Yep, number 1 with a bullet, Sid Luckman with 14,686 passing yards and 137 touchdowns.
Then the next guy is a guy that I've mentioned on the podcast in the past, and that is Jay Fiedler, because his uncle was the conductor of the Boston Pops and has a footbridge named for him in Boston.
Very cool.
That's what they call David Luck sometimes. They call him Boston Pops.
That's true. Ouch.
Jay Fiedler is number 2 on the list, 11,844 with 69 touchdowns. Very nice.
Oh, nice. Josh Rosen.
Josh Rosen is number 6 on this
Thank
list.
God.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Only 2,864 passing yards and 12 touchdowns, but he's still on the list.
All right. Well, this guy's definitely on the list. Sage Rosenfels. I should have guessed him next.
Sage Rosenfels, very good interview, by the way, on the Menschwarmers
Oh,
podcast.
thank you. He is a friend of the pod. Sage.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful guy.
The Iowa farm boy, Sage Rosenfels, 4156 passing yards and 30 touchdowns in his career, is number 4 on this list.
Okay, this gets screwy, and this is just from being a kid and reading stuff but Benny Friedman.
Benny Friedman is number 3 on this list.
Wow.
I can tell you. 929 officially recorded passing yards. He played from 1927 to 34, and they only kept track of passing yards starting in 32. However, thanks to an article from the Coffin Corner from the Professional Football Researchers of America, I can tell you that he had 5,326 passing yards and 46 touchdowns.
Okay, this next one is where it starts to get very reachy. So I'm going to go with Scott Zolak.
I don't think Scott Zolak is Jewish.
Damn it. Okay.
Anybody want to try?
For some reason, I thought he was. Okay.
Want to check on that one? He back up for the Patriots.
He was a backup for the Patriots. The only reason I know his name.
And he's been a Jewish clipboard captain here, at least.
We're unwrapping the kimono right here. I don't know personal life section on his Wikipedia is the first. Oh no. He does have type 1 diabetes.
Oh, that makes it obvious.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all the Luxemkugel right there.
Yeah, exactly. We don't think he's Jewish.
Oh, wait, I'm doing some research on the side. He's definitely not Jewish. Okay, I concede. Okay.
Fair enough.
Scott I don't know if we had another one. But Josh Rosen being 6, I mean, you really don't have to have had that many passing yards. He did say quarterbacks though, so I don't think it's like Edelman on trick play or something like that.
No. I did look that up, by the way, but no, his totals didn't bring him up to this. But yes, there's 2 more, number 5 and 7 on this list. And yeah, they're pretty obscure.
The only one I would say is not really Jewish, but I do want to announce it. Charlie Whitehurst was clipboard Jesus, and Jesus was Jewish. So we'll count that. We're going to call that.
Charlie Whitehurst, his father also played in the NFL, right?
Clipboard God?
No, sorry, Charlie Whitehurst, one-time Seattle Seahawks quarterback, is not an answer here. The 2 others on this list at number 5, Gary Wood, who quarterbacked the Giants and the Saints.
Hit it.
Who?
Thank you.
It sounds more like Gary didn't, even though it said he would.
Gary did not. He started some games when I don't know who got hurt back in those days. Tarkenton, Tittle, who knows? 25-75. It was mid to late 70s and 14 touchdowns. And this other one goes way back to your halcyon days, David Lux. Harry Newman, playing for the New York Giants, had in the 20s, had 1,496 passing yards and 12 touchdowns.
Newman.
The only other person maybe you thought of on this list was that I have mentioned in an episode recently was Allan Sherman, who later coached the Giants and was the quarterback for the Steagles in 1943.
Oh, you did mention him. But Allan Sherman, not to be confused with Allan Sherman, who did Harvey and Sheila, of course, right?
Yeah.
No reference. Nobody's got that. All right, forget it.
Also,
you got to look that up, guys.
Yeah, Hello Mudda.
Yeah, Hello Mudda, Hello Fodder.
Yeah,
yes,
of course, Allan Sherman.
Okay.
After those first 2 lists, I believe it's going over to the Menschwarmers to... After the upcoming ceremonies on August 14th, the 7 most recent Jewish people to be enshrined as individuals in the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in all categories: 1 men's player, 1 women's player, and 5 contributors, including 3 owners, 1 executive, and 1 scout/talent developer. I'm going to give you a backstop here to help you out because this is a hard category. This list goes back to 2016. The most.
Okay.
So if that's the case, I think we're both good. Yes. My great uncle knew him.
Here we go.
Good luck.
Connection
Whatever you
time.
think is.
Okay, so I'm ready to lock it in.
All right, Menschwarmers, the 7 most recent Jewish people to be enshrined as individuals in the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame as of August 14th, 2026. Go for it.
Okay, number 1, we have of course Amari Stoudemire, who's about to be inducted.
Amari Stoudemire, class of 2026, is correct.
One of we should say two Amaris play in the NBA who are Jewish, because Amari Bailey had a cup of coffee a couple years ago, also Jewish.
I went to a WNBA game this past weekend and it had an Alicia Clark sighting. which is getting very rare this year. But, speaking of Jewish/Israeli NBA players. So, and
go ahead, Gabe.
Speaking of the WNBA, we're going with Sue Bird.
Sue Bird, class of 2025. Correct.
Okay, next, we've got 2 owners in a row on our list. So the 2 owners, the real king of Miami, whose name is on every other building in every strip mall plaza in all of Miami, is Mickey Arison. Sorry,
Mickey Arison.
I will even be more specific. It is his name, and the Miami Heat logo is on every second strip mall in Miami.
Mickey Arison is correct. 2025.
Nice.
Okay. I don't know what year this is, but I know it was recent because he's a rare Indianapolis Jew. But is it Herb Simon?
Herb Simon is correct. 2024.
Wow.
Okay.
Well done. Okay, so then I think we move up your
Yeah,
scout.
so the next one, I'm 99% sure this is his name. Did Howard Garfinkel get into the Hall of Fame?
The 2021 inductee into the
very
Hall
nice.
of Fame.
Yeah.
Based on this poll, Howard Garfinkel, American high school basketball scout who ran the well-known 5-star basketball camp.
Okay, I didn't remember the name of the campus, the 5-star academy, but he would like go to high school gyms and watch kids play forever.
Right.
Until it became illegal. Yep, he did.
Yeah.
And then,
yes.
Gabe, I feel more confident in the executive we have here than the owner, because the owner could be somebody else. I can't think of another.
Let's go with the executive then.
Okay.
Speaking of people who are well known to be real serious.
Yeah, we're gonna go with double three-peat mastermind Jerry Krause.
Jerry Krause, 2017.
Nice.
Is correct.
So
We've got one more left on this list.
Then it makes sense. It would make sense time-wise that it would be the
if
same
they're,
year.
if
Yeah.
they're together. Our last one's Jerry Reinsdorf.
2016, actually, the year before, Jerry Reinsdorf, Bulls owner. You have successfully run the list. Nicely
I'm
done.
very impressed with this game.
Howard Garfinkel.
I'm very impressed with that Howard Garfinkel. Very well done. I think we actually nailed it in terms of recency. I was not. Anyways, I was more confident in the Howard Garfinkel one because it's like
you did.
Who's the talent scout? Yeah, we did. I think we got it in recency.
I was about to say the Adelmans. Rick Adelman is not Jewish. Very much not Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people think he is, and I think that was a good trip up opportunity because he's like 2011, 2021, 22, something like that. Like Howard Garfinkel, again, he was friends with my grandmother's brother, who was like a high school basketball like obsessive in New York City until the day he died. He was like talking about what good players coming out of Lincoln. Like I remember he was upset, like Sebastian Telfair. Like he was like, this kid is gonna be the thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, we're getting real deep.
Very impressive. At the end of the third quarter, Koufax's day off with a lead, but a slightly smaller lead at 395, and Menschwarmers with the number of the day, 365.
Yay!
Oh.
Just behind, and that will bring us to the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter, known as Put Your Fours Up. This quarter consists of 4 categorized questions that the teams will wager up to 100 points each, not to exceed their current point total.
The categories for today's fourth quarter are as follows. Question number 1, Hatikva, or the hope in the Olympics. Question number 2, 0 in baseball. Question number 3, the pride of Yankton in the NFL. And question number 4, curb star David blank blank in hockey.
David blank blank sounds like a curse that's coming my way. All right.
It is now time for the teams to place their wagers.
We'd like to take a minute to invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Benchwarmers TP. We also have a Facebook group for fans of the show called The Bench. Join us there to comment on the latest episodes and interact with the rest of the Benchwarmers community. If you would be able to rate us on iTunes, Stitcher, or any other podcast app, we'd greatly appreciate the support so that other people may find this podcast. Thanks.
Now that the wagers are in, on to the questions. Question number 1, Hatikva, or the hope in the Olympics. 2 Israeli athletes have won multiple individual medals at the Olympics. Each has won one of Israel's 4 gold medals. All at the Summer Olympics. One won 2 gold medals in sailing in 96 and 2004. The other, a Ukrainian immigrant, won in gymnastics in 2021 and 2024. Name either one.
Oh, that's the one. You're right.
But the first one is fine.
Yeah.
All right, Menschwarmers have checked in. Koufax's day off. Feel free to talk it out.
The sailing guy's the one I know, believe it or not, but you might know the gymnast. The sailing guy can remember this because when they played Hatikva, his name is Friedman. Gall Friedman. I'm 90% sure that's right for the sailor, but if we only need one of them. All right. Gall Friedman.
Okay. Menschwarmers, what did you have?
We had a different answer.
Uh-oh.
We had Or Sasson for the first one. And for the second one, do we give you the second one?
You only need one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's do the other one so it's different. So we're answering the different one, so it's not. I got this wrong. I think we go with the second one. They don't want to know. Our answer is Artem Dolgopyan, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, reading from Jamie's message.
Okay. All right. I'm going to give both teams points here. I think it's pretty close. So, yes, Gall Friedman won bronze in 1996 in Atlanta and Israel's first gold in 2004 in Athens in men's sailboarder Mistral. And Artem I have Dolgopyat. It could be pronounced Dolgopyan. I mean, I'm not sure about the Ukrainian.
You might be right. Yeah.
A rhythmic gymnast won gold for floor routine in Tokyo in 21 and silver in Paris in 2024.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what I did wrong because Or Sasson is a judo athlete and he's won multiple medals for sure. I don't know if one of them has gold, but he's absolutely won multiple medals.
Well, I might have missed that then. Wagers?
Okay.
Yeah, we bet 100.
Yeah. So did we.
Both teams betting 100. Both teams getting it right. Yeah, and the other two golds are from the same sports, Lenai Ashram, women's rhythmic all-around in 21, and Tom Ruvani for sailing IQ foil in Paris in 2024. Ooh. Okay.
Well, you said he's a rhythmic gymnast, but he's definitely not because men don't compete in that, I don't believe.
Yeah.
He's not. So he's not a rhythmic gymnast. He's a
regular gymnast.
I
got to look up Or Sasson. Or Sasson also has he won a bronze and then another bronze. He won a bronze in a team event and one individual. Yeah. So I think it's two individual medals. Question number 2, 0 in baseball. What is the name of the slow, high arcing pitch meant to catch hitters off guard? Also known as the Bugs Bunny curve, the Monty Brewster, the gondola, the parachute, or the rainbow pitch. Though its roots may go back further, it was pioneered in Pittsburgh by Rip Sewell in the 1940s. Variations have been thrown by Bill Spaceman Lee and many others, including position players forced into pitching roles.
Is there something Jewish about this?
There is. Yeah.
Oh,
we can check. We can check in.
All right. Menschwarmers have checked in. Feel free to talk it out.
Story. There is a popular craft beer in Toronto. There is a popular craft brewery that has all baseball themed beers. All their names are baseball things. They're called Left Field Brewery. Nice. One of their main beers is named after this.
Okay. Go come back to it.
So I'm assuming, I was going to say, I'm assuming this is the EFIS pitch.
Yeah, it is the EFIS pitch, and I don't think I know what the Jewish connection is.
I know what the Jewish connection is.
Do we get bonus points for that?
Can we check it in? Check it in.
Wait, the only thing I could possibly think of, and I'm wondering if this is the origin of the term, is that Hebrew for zero is Ephes, and I'm wondering if that's the connection.
Oh,
yeah, that is
zero, because the
zero.
title was zero for.
Oh, zero. Okay, got it. So we will check in with EFIS pitch for 100 points.
Okay,
we will check in with EFIS.
Both teams checking in with EFIS for 100 points as well. Both teams getting points. You're not getting FS. You're getting 100.
No, the brewery's great. They have like their IPA is called Grapefruit League. They've got EFIS oatmeal ale, and it's good stuff. They made like a Japanese lager for Ichiro's retirement and called it the Laser Beam.
That's all.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
We'll have to try some out. It was apparently named by outfielder Maurice Van Robeys, not a Jew as far as I know, that you guys could check it out. But I know Hank Greenberg was on the team, so potentially he might have lent some of his knowledge. Van Robeys said, EFIS, it's called an EFIS. It's nothing. It's a nothing pitch, which lends credence to the idea that it came from the Hebrew FS, meaning zero. The slowest pitch of the tracking era was a 31.1 mile an hour EFIS thrown by position player Brock Holt for the Rangers in 2021. And Bill Lee made a cameo in the independent film EFIS in 2024.
I remember Zach Greinke used to throw it like competitively.
It's supposed to be really good, that movie. I haven't had a chance to see it yet.
There was a famous moment in the 46 All-Star game, I think, when Ted Williams hit a home run off the EFIS pitch, which is not easy to do. And no, I was not there. So
we know.
It was my bar mitzvah day. I couldn't make it.
Yes.
All right, we're moving on. Question number 3. The pride of Yankton in the NFL. Who is the all-time leader in sacks, unofficial, among Jewish players with 112? A graduate of the now defunct Yankton College, which went on to become a prison camp appropriately, he played for 3 AFC teams over his career, winning Comeback Player of the Year and a Super Bowl for his final team, though the circumstances surrounding his prowess would come under scrutiny thanks to a tell-all cover article years later.
All right, we'll check in.
Okay, Koufax's day off is checked in. Menschwarmers, feel free to talk it out.
I was going to say, we get this talked about a lot. Not a lot. One of the players that people randomly think is Jewish, for whatever reason, all the time, is Terrell Suggs. I don't know why people think he's Jewish, but they do. And he's not Jewish. Just so you know.
Gabe, the person I mentioned is the only person I can think of. So I think it's
that's the only one I could think of. Is he converted? Because Andre Tippett converted to Judaism.
Yeah. And Andre Tippett's the only person I can think of who's a defensive player.
Yeah.
Of that caliber. He played for the Patriots, so that's an AFL team, but or AFC.
I don't
know. Say AFL or AFC?
Team.
AFC teams. Because someone on who else could have been? Someone on the Raiders.
Yeah, that the only one I would think of is Andre Tippett. I think we just got to go.
The cover article must be a famous tell-all that he did. Can you think of anything like that, like a famous Sports Illustrated article or something like that? Someone revealing what they did, steroids, or they did.
Yeah, steroids would be the only.
Steroids or some other drug or something like that. Andre Tippett's not like a disgraced figure or anything like that. He's like
not that
he's
I know
around
of.
Patriots and stuff like that. So
has Bill Goldberg been disgraced in any way?
I think Andre Tippett's our best guess, but I really can't think.
Yeah, that's all. We're just going with Andre Tippett.
All right. Well, Koufax's day off. What did you have?
Well, James did everything right. I mean, he did play for the Broncos and Raiders. It was a steroids thing. It was a big article in Sports Illustrated when he basically came out and said all the steroids he had done gave him brain cancer, inoperable brain cancer, sadly. But it's Lyle Alzado.
Didn't know he was Jewish.
Didn't know he was Jewish.
He's not on your list? Oh my God.
That's a miss for us. Yeah.
He's one of the good ones.
Huge miss.
One of the good ones.
Lyle Alzado is correct. Andre Tippett went to Iowa and had 100 career sacks. So he's not far.
Pretty good.
Not far down the list. But the unofficial also should have told you. Yeah, should have told you that it was a player that played as part of his career before 1982, before sacks became an official stat.
And I thought Alzado, didn't he write the thing? This is what makes sense, is that he wrote that thing with Jeff Pearlman, who was another guest from our show, a former I thought Jeff Pearlman did his story in Sports Illustrated.
They wagered 65, you wagered 100. It's still,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Could it happen? It could happen. In fact, we could end up with a tie, I believe. Is
wait.
Possibility.
Okay, so is it? I just said to Josh, I want to figure out if I have to try on the hockey question.
The current score is Koufax's day off with 695, Menschwarmers with 500.
Oh wow,
interesting.
So if they get it wrong and we get it right,
it could be a tie.
Right.
It could be a tie. You'd be tied at 600. 613 would be a great tie, but it's not going to be that.
Blow it.
I can see if I can have a tiebreaker question.
We might blow it.
You might. All right, here we go. Final question of the game. Curb star David blank in hockey. Who is the all-time leader in NHL goal scoring among Jewish players? Now, I did hear your episode about Gretzky's Jewish roots, but for the purposes of this question, let's discount him, okay?
1/8 of Gretzky.
1/8 of Gretzky.
Yeah.
That might still outrank this player. Who knows? But anyway, we're talking about this player, not Wayne Gretzky right now. Who is the all-time leader in NHL goal scoring among Jewish players? Though this record may soon be broken by Zach Hyman, this player with Italian and Jewish heritage has 294 career goals in a 15-year career as a center and winger for the Kings, Flames, Canadiens, Devils, and Oilers. After an interview in which he disparaged his team's efforts, he was once pulled from the Canadiens lineup and traded away mid-game back to the Flames.
This is. I'm going to say this. We can check it in. Jewish geography. I do know his sister.
The Menschwarmers have checked in based on their Jewish geography knowledge. Back over to you, Koufax's day off. Let's see whose sister or aunt or cousin or roommate you know.
I'm trying to run my Rolodex of hockey players that are Jewish, and because I think I know more Jewish athletes than I do NHL players. Hang on.
I'm palping in the suspense.
Is he going to the deluxe apartment here or no? That's what we like to call David's.
His mind palace.
That's his mind palace. Yeah.
I got to think for a minute.
Oh, there we go. He's there in the deluxe apartment.
Where we're moving on now, to the side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
I got it. I at least have a name. Wait, it sounds Camilleri? Is that something like that? There was a Jewish player named Camilleri, and I think he played for a long time.
What does that have to do with curb star David Blank? I mean, I'll trust you, but I was like, I don't understand what his clue gives, but does that work?
Wait. Okay, hold on. Curb star as in Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Maybe.
Yeah, so who's in Curb Your Enthusiasm? And is there somebody
Wait a minute. You don't know who's the star of Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Of course I do, but I don't know what Larry David has to do with
right.
I'm pretty sure that's the name, Josh. But
go with it. Stop.
Okay.
Just ignore me asking more questions.
Okay. All right. Camilleri for 100 points.
Nope, 95 points.
Oh, sorry, for 95 points. Thank you.
You don't have 100 points to use. All right. Back over to you, Menschwarmers. What do you got?
So we have the player's full name. We have the full name of Michael Camilleri.
Okay. What can you tell me about his sister and all that?
I worked with her at a TV station 15 years ago, but I distinctly remember when he was pulled from the Canadiens and traded mid-game because I was living in Montreal at the time, and it was like a huge deal. That they literally like grabbed him off the bench and sent him to the locker room. And he might have been leading the team in goals that year.
All right, I'm dying to know what the Curb Your Enthusiasm reference is.
Okay, both teams getting it correct. Yeah, the clue here is Curb star David, Larry.
Ah!
Wow.
Sorry, that's a good one.
Oh boy.
Camilleri.
Oh my God. Really?
Oh, man, that's
worse.
That's worse than a Lux.
I know. We almost got through a whole episode with none of that. No, but wow. Okay.
That's very good.
I'm sort of surprised that David didn't get that.
Yeah, me too. I'm embarrassed now.
You've learned my own ridiculous. Yeah.
I know.
But it's Michael, not David.
No, but the star of Curb Your Enthusiasm is David,
Larry.
David,
Larry.
Wow.
Oh my God.
All right. Anyway, Michael Camilleri played in 2001 in college in the Cold War outdoor game between Michigan and Michigan State, which had the largest attendance for a hockey game ever before the Winter Classics began. He said the game was like playing a game of pond hockey. You could hear the skates and the voices, but it was like being in the middle of a lake in Canada. Then you look up and see 75,000 people and hear roars in the distance. It was like the movie Gladiator when Russell Crowe looks up and hears hurrah. So basically it was Mystery Alaska meets Gladiator, I guess. I don't know.
Sure.
Anyway. So something we've never been able to figure out, and maybe David, you would know this, but it's almost every notable Jewish hockey player ever has gone to Michigan.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is.
It's not a huge surprise, but I can tell you, I can say because my sister went there and because my wife went there that Michigan has an incredibly big active Hillel.
I know
and
that.
It's like, so and pretty well known for that. Like I visited my sister once when she was there, and it was just like, it was crazy. Like Shabbat services were like hundreds of kids on an average Friday.
All right. Well, now this is getting too close to my real day job, but okay.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry.
And it's close.
I would guess it's just the closest big American school. Like what are the other big hockey schools? Notre Dame, Minnesota, Boston, the Boston ones.
Now
like
Penn State as well now too. Yep. All the Big Ten schools.
Well, there's all
the Hughes. Yeah, the Hughes boys grew up in Toronto, which is a thing that's forgotten about them. So it makes sense they'd go to Michigan because it's so close and good.
Yeah. Well, Camilleri is from Richmond Hill, which is just north of here. And I would say at the time he was growing up there, I feel like it was probably 50-50 Jewish and Italian. It's now diversified a little bit, but like that area used to be
very Jewish and very Italian neighborhood.
Yeah. All right. Well, the game has come to an end, and here are the final scores. The Menschwarmers finished with a very, very respectable 600 points, and our clipboard captains of the game, who are receiving the coveted Lenny Kraselberg Award with 790 points, Koufax's day off.
Can you give us 13 bonus points for just being who we are?
Absolutely. It's for the yichus that you have to all the different people that we've mentioned. I'm going to give you 13. Yes. We're going to say it's 790 to 613. There we go.
How obscure is this compared to a normal Benchwarmers episode?
The quarter styles were typical Benchwarmers, but like the emphasis on Jewish athletes never been done.
Well, I mean, that's an evergreen thing to say.
Yeah, I would say the obscurity for that reason. I don't think Benny Friedman or Shecky Greenspan or whoever else we mentioned on the quarterback list come up too often. But anything else, Jamie, Gabe, you want to say before we call it a night?
Please find our podcast anywhere you find podcasts. If you enjoy this type of, I used the word kibbitzing before, but I'll coffee talk with Linda Richmond type podcast.
Yeah, kibbitzing and Jewish sports esoterica. I think that's our wheelhouse. If you enjoyed this, you'll enjoy our podcast. I think it's fair enough to say. And this is
I was going to say, if you enjoyed this, seek help. But if you and then seek our podcast, it's in order. But no, this was a blast. You guys really have a good thing going here. So thank you so much for having it. Long-time listener, first-time caller. It's exciting to be a part of.
Well, thank you guys for coming on. We really appreciate it. Really appreciate getting to connect with other podcasts that overlaps in our own Venn diagram with our own. And obviously the name kind of thing. When David and I came on this podcast, we were referred to as Menschwarmers. And then one of my former students referred me to your podcast and had been a long-time listener and got me hooked. So
yeah, we have some mail for you guys. We need to exchange. You might have some for us as well.
Any checks, please. We'll take that.
Those we cashed.
Oh, dang. All right. Well, if that's it for tonight, Josh, David, anything you want to say?
No, we're good. Thanks for coming on, guys. We love having guests on, but ones that bring a certain theme, I think is fun. I think this is great. Thank you.
A lot of fun.
We know, like, if you want to talk about the 3rd round PWHL pick who's Jewish, she went to my camp. She went to my camp. That's not a joke.
Wait, which camp?
Camp Kadima. It was called.
Oh yeah, of course you did. Yeah, I know Camp Kadima.
Yeah. Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, the least Jewish place they could have possibly put a camp.
Well, my wife and I went on our honeymoon to Nova Scotia, so there you go.
No way.
Yes, we did.
I hear the locks are wonderful.
Yes.
All right. On behalf of Josh, David, and myself, we'd like to say thanks for listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. And until next time, we'll keep the bench warm.
And the bench warm.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch. Get on back there. They look up. You can put it on the board. Yes.
2-2 to Harvey Keene. 1 strike away. Sandy into his windup. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. A perfect game. Sandy Koufax, whose name will always remind you of strikeouts, did it with a flourish. He struck out the last 6 consecutive batters.
Want more trivia? Follow us at Benchwarmers TP on all social platforms for more sports facts and trivia. That's at Benchwarmers TP.